These guys are clearly not driving hard enough. They have way too much energy. One broken fuel pump, one hopefully soon to be working fuel pump.
2 broken fuel pumps, $600.
On this episode of Autocross and Track, we are here at Circuit of the Americas, representing Team Falcon. You got my 68 Camaro, Mike Meyer in the blue Mustang, Efren Diaz in the yellow 69, and Nick Relampagos in the atomic orange 70 Camaro. This is day one. We start with Autocross today. We're going to be headed over to Watt Course here in a few minutes, and yeah, can't wait to get out there, get some laps in, beat that guy, slow Relampagos. Welcome to Circuit of the Americas. I have to say that, you know, I'm sure pro race car drivers get pretty used to just flying somewhere and driving, but for a guy like me, it's pretty freaking awesome. And here at arguably the coolest track in the US, maybe. Camaro made it. A little dusty, I see, so we'll have to clean it up. But huge shout out to Falcon. Not only did they support me by bringing the car here, and they've supported me the past couple of years, but they support the Optima series a lot. So, you know, buy some tires from these guys. So yeah, we'll see how Team Falcon does this weekend. We got 3 teams here. The 4 cars, Team Falcon, and then the Camaros is Team Arch Enemies. And then you got Team TCI here between Efren and I. So yeah. Any thoughts this morning, Nick?
It's going to be a good day. Nice and calm weather. Not the NMCA weather, 100-degree weather.
Dude, this is pretty perfect weather-wise.
70-something degrees.
Yeah,
it's going to be nice.
Yeah. Sweet.
It looked like the track yesterday was pretty grippy. Had a couple marbles in there, but it looked...
For the Autocross?
Yeah. It looked like the slaloms had really good grip in it, and
it's just bumpy. It seems like decent grip, but massive bumps.
Yeah, it looked like a splitter killer right at that crest of that hill, you know.
Yeah.
So it's going to be interesting. Can't wait to see the course.
Makes 2 of us. Time to head to grid for Autocross to get the first laps in. The way it's working today is because this is Optima Ultimate Streetcar Invitational. They don't use the time to fit as many laps in as possible. They limit the number of runs. So we're gonna get 1 session in the morning with 3 laps, 1 session in the afternoon and 3 laps, and whatever your single best time of the day is, that decides your points and finishing position. The lot is super gravelly here with a lot of off-camber braking and turns. So with that gravel all over the place, the fact that GTV is running first is we're gonna be kicking up a ton of gravel. It's really unlikely that anybody's going to go fast in at least the first 2 laps. So really, it's going to come down to the 3rd lap this morning, try and lay down something good, keeps me near the top. You know, I'd like to finish the Autocross. I'd love to finish top 2. If I can't do that, podium, top 3. After that, just as high as possible. So let's get the car up there, let's get ready. This is your GTV grid. You got Ramey insisting on being last back there. I'm second to last. Efren here. Looking forward to seeing what Cody does in this badass race car second hand. Yeah, runs have already started. We got compact in, mixed in with the GTV guys, so a few different things. Morning, Chris.
Best video in the business, Chad.
Hey, thanks, man. So, yeah, you got the right track guys there. Well, now speed track actually. Like this guy just finished the run. You run? Have you run yet? Okay. Are you like, okay, you're coming up. I'm gonna go watch you. You go ahead. Gotta keep your eyes open. spoilo. Super cool truck. Texaco Camaro. Morning.
Yeah.
Good luck today.
Thank you, sir.
Did it in the paddock episode on that one.
There's a lot of shiny wheels.
And here is the course. All right, Nick, let's see what you can do. Oh, he's getting on it through the crossover. All right, here comes Nick. Ooh, wow, he is really sideways through there. 44.4. Headed out for the first lap. I thought Nick had run a 44, and then I saw 46 putting him in first. Well, he held on to first with the cone, excuse me, for a good while, and then finally a few cars snaked by him. I saw the fastest time I've seen so far.
You got this, baby.
Yeah.
Am I interrupting a video?
Yeah, that's David Carroll interrupting me talking. Yeah.
I'd offer the ride, but I think you're good.
Yeah. Fastest time I've seen so far this morning is a 43. Nick ran a 44 with the cone. That's what I'd like to do. So let's see if we can make that happen. Good. On that first lap. So not the 44 Nick ran, but hopefully mine's clean. We'll see. See if I have the lead until Ramey finishes, and I do. At least for one car, or I mean until the last car runs. We'll see. Maybe Chris will hit a cone and let me have a moment of glory. Well, Chris did not take it easy on us. He just ran a 42.1. So he's in first, I'm in second with the 45.2. So yeah, well-built C4 Corvette doing its thing. And Efren's right behind me with the 45.5. Nick with the dirty run is still up there, 46.4. So Team Falcon, 3 of the top 5 spots in GTV. Unfortunately, F is leaking fuel from the fuel pump. So we got to find out if it's a fitting, or you know, these Vaporworks setup use a OEM fuel pump module, which is plastic on top. It's just a weird thing to break out of the blue. Well, and how does that just break on an autocross run? It's not like you hit a giant pothole. We did say it's bumpy, but come on.
It did hit pretty good bump in there.
Okay. All right, well, you got jack stands to use with that, dude? Because you at an angle like that, you're putting a side load on the jack.
I just want to see. Come on, baby. Just stay up there for a second. If you smash me and kill me, fuck off.
He's got jack stands right there, dude.
Hey, match your car.
You're gonna have to go higher for those.
Got a big guys. Yeah. Oh man, what a mess. Oh man. Yeah, but I see movement and I don't like that.
Feel what's moving?
I think there's a hole in it, in the filler. Not the filler, the pump itself.
The housing, not a hose.
It's not a hose.
Well, if it's just a hole, let's epoxy that bad boy. It's not cracked. Oh, it's got to be a crack, dude.
I can almost stick my finger in the tank.
What?
How the hell did that happen, dude?
I don't know. This is moving pretty good.
Especially on top.
I gotta drop the tank.
Do you use the controller? A 5th gen Camaro fuel pump, right?
Yeah.
I'm gonna Google it. Let's go talk to Ramey.
Working better today.
Ramey, you remember you asked me like, hey, is it like raining on you guys' parade if I stay in GTV? I'm gonna change my answer. I said, dude, you're illegal, just don't worry about us. But if you beat us by 3 seconds at the end of the day too, then I'm gonna go home and cry. I'm just saying, you still run in GTV if you want, but nice run. Nice first run.
That was a better run than I ran all day yesterday.
Nice.
That was good. Yeah.
I'm gonna go set my tire pressures, but I just want to come say hi, say good job.
Thanks.
I'm gonna try and close the gap a little.
You'll drop it.
Oh man, I gotta get my mind back in the game. I'm really wrapped up. After and losing the fuel pump module like that, it's just, first lap is just awful. Just awful. All right, 43.7, but there might have been a cone. I definitely felt something. So that was either a ridge in the pavement or thank you, or a much better run. I'll have to go to live timing, but I blew the braking into the far corner, a pretty important element. So I got to think about what I'm going to do next lap. Still need more speed on the crossover-ish thing. Need to improve the braking there. Is it showing clean?
Good job.
Is it show clean?
Yeah.
Sweet. I didn't even see runs. How'd you do?
I'm right behind you in 3rd.
Okay, badass.
Ramey, you and me.
Hell yeah, dude. Hell yeah. If you're gonna like destroy me, then I absolutely want you to like destroy other people too. Misery loves company. Woo!
Hey, the day is young. I've been in front of you before and ended up in 2nd place, so we're just not going to count anything out until the time comes.
Fair enough. Let me feel like I'm actually doing anything. I'll take it.
Dude, I'm not falling for that sandbag and bullshit from you.
No, I think that there's 2 full piles of sand.
Yeah.
You know, it's like the pot calling the kettle black.
I don't think Nick went any faster, but I think I'm gonna need to go faster if I want to hang on to number 2. I don't think I can. Ramey can put his car away, and I don't think I'm beating that today, but another half to 3/4 of a second is gonna probably be the minimum to stay in 2nd overall in GTV. So we'll see if we can get it done. All right, headed up for 3rd and final run of the morning. I got a couple ideas to try and make up some time. I really need to try and get on the throttle a little earlier on the first like right-hander section, headed for that crossover thing. And I think that I can be more aggressive in the slalom coming up the hill. So those couple places should get me a little bit of time, not probably the half to 3/4 second. So I really need to use this lap to try to figure out, you know, where else am I going to pick up time. Brake way too early. Way too early. That would have been a 42 if I didn't blow the braking down the hill. Dang. Where is the crack?
You broke the nipple.
Oh man.
See, there's the other end right there under there.
Right. Yeah, that'll make a mess. Afternoon session. After watching some of the runs this morning, It's very clear that the first group out, which was GTV, me, and Compact, were course cleaners. Also apparent from my third run compared to the first two. First two, cars slipping and sliding everywhere. Third run, almost zero drama because there's tons of grip all of a sudden and I wasn't driving fast enough. So I expect most of the fast guys in this session to drop at least 1 full second because the track looks that much better shape. Walking it, a little bit of rubber down, but no marbles in any of the spots that I was trying to go this morning. So that's really cool. I got to get mentally focused here, so let's get this first lap in. Hopefully I'll beat my best morning session time. They did call a cone on my third lap, so I lost 0.6 of a second by having to stand on my second run. So I'm gunning for a 32 first lap out. Let's see if we can do it. Once again, it's the last lap if I'm gonna do anything and try and stay in second. The last run I did wiggle the cone, stayed in the box, stayed upright, so it was a clean run. So I do have a 43.2, still not down to the time I ran this morning dirty. I should have been putting more seat time on these tires because they turn so crisp that I am hitting the cone on the inside of the car, turning right into it. My fastest raw time of the day. Is it enough? Was it clean? I honestly have no idea. Well, they gave my time to John McKissick, but it is enough to stay in second if they get the time on the right person. Man, but way off. GT killed us today. One broken fuel pump, one hopefully soon to be working fuel pump.
2 broken fuel pumps, $600.
2 broken fuel pumps.
Keep them.
Where'd you get these pumps?
AutoZone.
They have them.
You can't look it up unless you have the part numbers. I started finding part numbers when I found the part number. One had one over here, one had one in downtown.
Okay.
So I went to 2 different places. 45 minutes that way, 38 minutes that way.
All right, well, let's be careful and massage that into place.
What are you gonna do? I just want enough to get on the trailer and go home, man.
You got to drive this thing tomorrow.
I think it's telling me not to.
I think that's frustrated Efren talking. I've met Efren, frustrated Efren before.
I think we were just too much of in the rush, man. We were jamming it in. That's the same thing happened to me.
It doesn't need to be tightened.
What?
It doesn't really need to be tightened. It's just on
Because
the lot.
It's just restraining it. It's got O-ring that seals it. It's alive! Woo! All right. Yes. Day 1, OUSCI. Autocross is over for the GTV class. I just got done helping Efren work on the car. I wanted to sum things up. Chris Ramey took first by a mile, the biggest probably gap ever in GTV history between first and second. I managed to hang on to second pretty much all day. Well, we only ran 2 sessions. What is it? Almost 2 seconds that CB got me by. And then it's a little closer for the rest of the normal cars. Yeah, I'm second, Cody got third, Nick Verlampa goes fourth, so Falcon 2 of the top 5. I'm pretty sure there would have been a good chance of it being 3 of the top 5 if Efren hadn't broke. But the car looks like it's back together now, and he should be able to run the road course tomorrow and speed stop. He's pretty frustrated, and I keep trying to tell him, dude, the only reason you came to OUSCI this year is because you wanted to run COTA. So you still can run COTA if you get the car running. Tomorrow we're running the road course, so I know he wants to do well overall, but I'm trying to cheer the guy up and make him remember the reason he came here. Back to my autocross, this is my worst performance since OUSCI last year, where we made a suspension tuning change. It was the wrong direction. This year, it just, honestly, I should have been driving my own car the last 2 or 3 months. I've been driving the TCI Mustang, and I love driving that car. It's a great car. It handles really well, but it drives very differently than mine. It's different tires on that car, and it bit me today. You know, it showed that I should have been getting seat time in mine, because I was basically relearning these 660s again. I went back to kind of programming of what the car was capable on the 615, and it's a lot more capability on the 660, and I was sneaking up on it all day, not trusting it, and I should have been getting more seat time on the tire. So, Jonathan, if you're watching this, I'm sorry. I'll do better next time. All right, we're gonna do the group photo in a bit, and then yeah, next time turn this camera on, hopefully we're getting ready to go out and do some orientation laps on Circuit of the Americas. All right, thank you to whatever the video and photography decision makers got me, I think, a front row seat on the group photo. Yeah.